What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. You know they gonna replay that fight again tonight on Showtime, but shit, I already seen it about 6, 7 times, and you really can't. Uh, Age and inactivity is two things that's undefeated. Father Time and staying out the ring, man. That a killer fight. I see. The biggest thing I seen was Spence when I watched that fight, and some of y'all that didn't tape it to get a chance to see it tonight, get to see it better than watching it on streaming anyway. Is like I say, a game of inches to some degree. You can look and tell just how bad his timing was. You could use notice it in the first and second round, and it was his timing and his balance. Now he been had bad balance, especially when he overshoot his shots. He been showing that for about 3 or 4 years now. It may have been longer than that, but it's been noticeable. And Danny Garcia, the Ugas fight, and a few times went against Sean Porter, and Bo Mack and Terrence Crawford, they team, they've been sitting back watching this, and I mean you can just look and tell good film study, man. They was ready for all of his little tales, and like I say, all fighters got them, but if you don't look at the film and if you don't pay close attention to your opponent, especially when it's the biggest fight of your career, I mean you won't be able to take advantage of them spots in there. Cause I seen several spots in there where Spence just he wasn't prepared for it. I gotta blame that part on the trainer. Derek James is still as a high level trainer. Just cause he lost a fight, and same for Earl. It ain't like you kicking him to the curb. It's not nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with the loss. It's how he lost that bothers me. You know, you was out game playing completely. The inactivity was one, but it's bad. But then to get out game playing and out fought, that's really not a good sign on this level. I'm hoping it was a one off. I think Derek James, in the back of his mind, he gotta know he let his fighter down to some degree. I heard him shouting a lot of instructions in the corner, like telling him to go around, try to attack from the sides and different strategies. But the question I would have to ask: did you work on it in training camp? Because if you didn't work on it in training against a high level fighter like Crawford, that damn sure ain't the time to try to figure it out. You know, he was faster than Spence, and his time was off. So it wasn't no it. With that being said, it was gonna be real hard for him to land something clean, flush on Bud, and he didn't. I think he may have landed two or three big left hands. It really didn't affect Crawford. So you know, it was like I say, definitely a wake up call for it gotta be for Derek James. I mean, Spence seemed to be like he know what happened. I hope he do. By him by him calling for the rematch so fast, even in the ring, he said right then, damn right, we got to run this back. So, I'm hoping and praying that he come back. And then I can say, I ain't gonna say it like that, but for his benefit is why I meant it like that. Because I hate to see him do the same thing Keith Thurman did to some degree, sitting out and let your and fuck around, let some of your skills diminish. Cause the fighters ain't nothing, they ain't gonna get nothing but better going forward. Or like definitely the same level if you want to get to the top at 154. Like I said, I saw a lot of the regular Earl Spence there, but his defense was leaking. And I mean, just like I say, his timing and his ability to fill out the range. I mean, is one thing Crawford had to reach. So if your range is out of his range, and I just think, him having that 72-inch reach, it ain't a whole lot of welterweights whose arms are longer than that, and I really believe uh, he just he couldn't gauge the distance, couldn't get his timing off. I mean, it was just a bad night, and one thing I know for a fact is if they fight again, win, lose, or draw, he definitely gonna show up better than he did in this fight. Definitely gonna show up better. I mean, this was a case where it's almost like he didn't even show up. And like I say, I mean, the first round, I felt like Spence won the first round. I felt like outside of the knockdown, the second round was either his or real close. But it seemed like from the time that knockdown came, it seemed like when he first came out of the third round, he tried to be in an aggressive posture, but Crawford was putting Crawford big shots was affecting him. It seemed like he clearly was feeling that stiff jab, and that overhand left was finding home way too much. And when he laid on the ropes and caught him with that right uppercut, I knew right there that the fight over. I mean, he's supposed to make him pay for even trying that shot. That's one. You gotta be Floyd Mayweather level to be on the ropes and throwing an uppercut like that. I mean, that's one of the most dangerous spots in the ring to try that punch at. And when he landed that one on Spence, that's when I knew he ain't in his. He mentally was, just what had happened was affecting him, to the point where, the referee did the right thing, stopping the fight, whether he wanted to stop or not. It was time to go and shut that down because I just didn't see it. I didn't really see it get no better, and that keep from getting hurt, so they can fight again in December. I'll be real interested to see what Derek James and Earl Spence bring to the table, because from what I seen in the Crawford team, when they come back again, when they fight again, I bet you they come with something different. I mean, they showed me that not only do they have a world-class fighter, but that's a world-class team over there, because that fight game, that fight plan they came out with was excellent. I mean, it was the perfect fight plan, and I guarantee you they gonna bring. Well, I ain't gonna guarantee you, but I'm pretty sure they gonna come out different in this fight. I think what they will have seen, or at least what they will think, if need be, they can always resort to that style right there. I got a feeling they gonna come out and do something different next time, and that'll be the testament of a great team. It's gonna be Earl's job to come out there either with a different game or his same game on a high level, one of the two, either or, be fine. Because like I said, it was a game of inches when you watch the fight again. I mean, it was just split seconds in between who landed the punches and different stuff. I mean, timing would have fixed a lot of it, not all of it, but timing would have definitely probably made Crawford as gun shy, as timid as Spence got at times from the flush punches landing over and over. Ain't nobody immune to that. You keep touching anybody flush in the face over and over with clean punches, they gonna get some fall back in them, So, like I said, man, I think when they fight again in December, it'll be a much better prepared Earl Spence coming in the ring, and definitely a better fight on the next go round, But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like or subscribe. Till next time, it's your man Spill Dog. I'm out.